everyone, Paul and Sam. Welcome to that adventure update. It's been a month, well, just over a month since we last did one of these. I think it's time to face facts that these are going to probably be every month now. I try to do them every few weeks, but with the amount of build videos I'm doing, it's just, yeah, it's taken up a lot of time. And a few of you have mentioned this, and thank you for your concern saying I look tired. It's a lot of work doing the video builds. It really, really is. But I'm enjoying it, and I'm finding it's helping with the modelling, because not only is it spurring me along with the support from you lot watching and all the comments and, you know, kind words you say, and it really does spur along the build. But the time extra taken filming slows down the build, and I think I'm doing a better job. You might all be thinking, nah, your builds are rubbish. But anyway, I think it's helping a little bit. So yes, I may look tired. I don't sleep well overnight. I'm in constant pain all the time with whatever, but let's not get into that. And it does impact on my sleep. I have a lot to juggle through the day with just the hobby, family, you know, keeping myself sane and well. And yeah, it is time from time to time, but I'm fine. Thank you all for your concern. And thank you for the person that told me I need to lose weight. I've never thought of that before. It's a good point. Thank you very much. Enjoy being blocked on the channel. Yeah, so that's it really. Yeah, it is a lot of work, and I've said this. I stupidly agreed to myself at the beginning of the year to video build everything, and more so with what I've gone and bought this month. I bought quite a few things again. We're going to go through them again because it's interesting to see what people buy. It always is. I enjoy seeing it, and they are going to be future builds on the channel. So yeah, we'll go through my purchases in a minute. I've got quite a lot to get through today. Don't worry, there's a full 64GB card in the camera, so that's about 8 hours of footage, I think it is, 6 hours of footage. So we've got loads of time, so stick around. Put the kettle on, put your feet up, and we're going to have a chat for a little bit. Got lots to show. I've got 2 finished builds, a started build. A started build is getting started today, hopefully. I've got loads of purchase to do. I've got the group builds to talk about. We'll look at the aquarium. We've got some new live show crew to talk about as well. And a few thanks, and yeah, there we are. So, purchases. Let's go and have a look at my purchases over the last month. So, what have I been buying this month? Well, not everything. I had a resupply UMP sanders from myself at Leah Ultimate. As you'll see, they are now sporting a very proud Made in Great Britain sticker on them, because quite unscrupulously, a company out there has completely ripped off our thinny sticks. The shape and style that we actually designed 8 years ago. Very unscrupulous, so we're making a point of made in the UK, manufactured in Britain, as a big selling point. Can't beat our sanders, make sure you go out and buy them. Also bought this wonderful Fujimi 116 Ferrari 288. 16 scale, beautifully detailed kit, and this will probably be my next large scale car build. Got this very nice little mini craft Ford V8 Model A Roadster and Hearst Oldsmobile from Revell as well. The little mini craft kit, well, it's 16 scale, so it's not so little. Actually looks pretty decent, to be fair. Fast and Furious have re-released these via Revell. Dom's Charger and Plymouth. Especially love that Plymouth. So you'll see a video build of that very soon as well. Picked up the new Revell E-Type Roadster convertible and a Porsche 935 K2, which I had to buy because I had a detail upset, but no longer had the kit, so I thought I might as well buy a kit. And we've had a Gravity Paints restock all the way from the wonderful people over in Spain. Some colours for future builds, a new interior colour, and some 2K. And Luke over at Scale Motor very kindly 3D printed me some 24th, 25th scale distributors. So if you need any of these, go over to Scale Motors channel. I think Luke's selling them over on his Etsy page. And hit him up and see what he can do for you. But these look absolutely fantastic. So yeah, stay tuned to Luke. I'm sure he's going to produce some very interesting things. And for some reason, I went out and bought this. No idea why, but I did. All will become apparent very soon. A little bit later in this video, you'll see why. And to go along with it, I bought some books. I've got the Squadron in Action book on its way as well, and some masked wheels and seatbelts for it too. Yes, what have I done to myself? And of course, I love Lego, so the latest Lego releases, we've got the Scout Trooper helmet, Darth Vader helmet, the Imperial Pro Droid, so there go all my other previous helmets that I've got. Also bought some new Speed Champions, the Koenigsegg, the Corvette set, and the Dragster and Challenger, which are all built. Really cool little sets. And the Mandalorian Razor Crest, which I had to get as well. The big inner child in me loves Lego, and it's a nice, satisfying build in between modelling. So, as you can see, I've been quite busy buying things that I don't need and really shouldn't buy because I haven't got the money to do it. But hey ho, that's part of the hobby, isn't it? My major concern at the minute is that the thing looking at me now. That is my Canon M100S camera that seems to be having a few issues. I dropped it a while back, putting on one of the camera mounts, and my audio's gone to pot. This is the audio on the mic now because I can't use the camera audio anymore because it just sounds all fuzzy and weird. And my touchscreen stopped working on the camera now as well. So I can't change focal point or focus on things. I'm having real trouble getting pictures and focusing on the videos. Now, the downside to this is this camera I love. I've had this for about 3 years now. It's had its use. It certainly has. It cost me nearly 400 quid back then. The new one's nearly 600 quid, and I haven't got that money. So I hope this camera doesn't die on us, or I don't know what I'm going to do. We're a little bit stuck with that one because it's a lot of expenditure on such a small thing at the end of the day, and I've not got that at the minute. So I'm hoping it kind of sticks around working. The autofocus, well, the manual focus, it's a touchscreen. I touch the screen to make it focus on point. So if I'm doing stuff on the bench, or if I'm taking pictures of builds, it's quite important to do. I can manipulate it to work by moving the screen around. So I have to tap it. So I'm guessing there's something up with a connection somewhere. I might have to look at getting it repaired. But as with most electronics these days, it's quite often not really worth getting things repaired because of the cost. But I'll see. Anyway, enough of a moan. Just a bit of a concern about me because without this camera, I'm lost. We're screwed. Anyway, purchases. So without buying all these purchases, I'm going to go on your camera. That's how it is, isn't it? Right. So as you see, yeah, lots of the new projects there. Some Lego as well because you know me, I love Lego. And enough to keep us going there. New paints and all sorts of stuff. And yeah, go check out Scale Motors' channel and speak to Luke if you're one of his distributors or anything 3D printing, car related or bike related. Go and have a chat with Luke. He's only been doing it for a while, but he's picked it up really quick. He certainly has. So next up, let me get my cheat sheet because my phone's just gone off. Right, completed build 2 we've done. We've got the Dodge Challenger from Revell and the MPC Airfix AC Cobra, which we did as well. So I have to go to Facebook, which I'm not going to lie, I completely forgot to do. So you can sit with me there while I go to Facebook, because I've totally forgotten what I did to the Challenger and what was on it. Because I build that quickly and that much, I forget what's what. So I tell you what we'll do. We'll look at the Cobra first, because that's fresh in my mind while everything loads up. So we've just finished this. It's the latest video build. It's build number 7 of the year. Video build number 7 and actual build 7 of the year. Which for 6 months in, it's not bad because there's 2 large scales and 5 pretty detailed kits. So not too bad at all, really. So this is the MPC original boxing, reboxed by Airfix. I think AMT did it as well. In 16 scale, the Shelby Cobra. So it's a 40-year-old kit, and I have stressed this all along. It is an old kit, and it's not the best by far. But I was actually pleasantly surprised at how well it went together. Literally, the last part of this went up yesterday, so if you've watched that and repeat myself, I do apologise. But I do this for my own continuity, and so I can keep a record of where I'm at. So this was primed in UMP Grey Primer. Base coated in Gravity Colours Spain Ruby Red, Porsche colour. We used Mr. Hobby Silver Plate next for the body stripes and the wheels. And it was 2K Clear coated in Gravity Colours Spain. 2K Clear, as always. Beautiful colour that absolutely pops in the sunlight. There are some pictures of it in the sunlight as well, which I'll stick up at the end. The interior is done with one of Gravity's Focus interior sets. I think it was the white leather, cream leather. We used some scale production red flock for the carpet, and I think that contrasted really well against the white interior and the red body. Steel was dry brushed in AK wood paints to give that effect. It looks quite good. I did originally go to do a chrome, and then I changed my mind and went black. Basically because I screwed the chrome up, and I thought, you know what, Alan suggested to me, yes, the infamous Alan again. And I looked at it and thought, yeah, black's different. I like different things on my models. So I painted all the chrome trim in black, which is Mr. Surfacer 1500. And that's it. Overall, it went together really well. The body panels don't fit great, and somebody did point that out, even though I pointed it out. Never understand that, but anyway. It did go together really well. Pleasantly surprised by the kit. So if you've got it, don't be too daunted by it. The biggest fit issue is the bonnet or the hood. Once you clear it, it's very, very tight. So remove a little bit of material. What I did was chamfer the edge of the front and the back. So they slotted in better, and they fitted really good. Just on one side, it was a little bit high. But it is challenging in places, getting the body on straight, getting the chassis on. And it does sit a little bit higher one side to the other. But it is what it is. It's the foibles of an old kit. And considering how old it was, not too bad at all. Came out really well. Really happy with the finish. Somebody did leave a comment today saying it should have been blue. No, it's red. That's it. If I do another one, I might do it blue. But yeah, I don't want to do... Everyone does them blue. I want to be slightly different. Hence me picking a totally different colour. And I think it came out well, personally. So that's it. That's the Cobra. That's video build number 7. 4 parts of that are up on the channel. And video build number 6 was the Dodge Challenger from Revell. This is a kit I wanted for a long time. And couldn't get it anywhere. And then it popped up on Amazon. Cheap. So I grabbed it and I thought, right, we need a colour for this. And what's more striking than green? So that's what we went with. So this is the Revell. It's a Germany box. And it's 124, which is quite unusual for the American cars. But this thing went together phenomenal. Absolutely brilliant kit. No fit issues on that whatsoever that I can remember. It was a while back. It was a good, nearly a month ago that I finished this. But what a great kit. And I will grab another one and I will paint it. What colour did I see yesterday? I think it might have been orange. Can't remember now. But I will get another one and will redo it as well. And a big thanks to Simon as well for giving me a spoiler because I lost mine somehow. So when I get another one, I owe Simon the spoiler and mine's having a different spoiler on it. But thank you, Simon. You saved my backside there. So again, primed in Ultimate Modern Products grey primer. I've got to cheat because I can't remember this one. We painted it in Tamiya TS22 green. Obviously through the Ultimate Apex airbrush. And that replicates the Go Green, I think it is, that Dodge did. Kit decals went down absolutely fantastic. Bare metal foil for all the chrome work around the windows and what have you. Cleared it in Gravity Colors 2K clear coat as always. And all the exterior chrome was done in Molotov. So we used GX2 black, gloss black, as a base. Stripped all the chrome off with bleach. GX2 black, chrome from Molotov airbrushed, and then aqua gloss clear coat to protect it. The 24 hours left in between each stage, and it's great. You can handle it, you can put it on, no issues at all. Interior we flocked in black using the scale production. No, I think we used embossing powder on that one, I think. And I used just black on the seats, and I used some wood decals from Ushi van der Rosten for the trim, and that came out really well. And of course, polished up with the old Micromesh 6 to 12,000. I got a wonderful polish system from Ultimate Modern Products as well. And yeah, what a lovely kit, what a lovely car, and a great colour as well. So really, really enjoyed that one. It was good fun. So there's the 2 completed builds over the last month. Not doing too bad, not too shabby. Last bench update, I was literally opening the box on the the AC Cobra. And here we are less than a month later, and it's finished. Well, just over a month. So not bad going at all for a 16 scale kit at all. Right, okay, here's the bit where we get to the what the hell am I doing bit. Right, so we started BMW from New News, 24 scale, BMW M6. We're going out the box scheme from the Italia Monza kit, I think it is. I've got some pictures over here. It's in the box as well, but you might as well look at the pictures. I also bought a fancy reflective background as well, thanks to Dan Edmonds, who showed me a white one, so I grabbed the black one because I like black backgrounds. And it looks quite good on it. Kit decals went down great. So this was primed in, I think we did this in Tamiya, white primer, and then it was TS26, decanted and airbrushed as the base colour. Kit decals, absolutely superb. With the aftermarket set that came with all the carbon bits, it looks absolutely beautiful. First time ever, we've done a semi-gloss clear coat, and I originally used LP24, I think it is. It's LP24, and I wasn't happy with the finish. It looked orange peely, it looked a bit rough. So I decanted some semi-gloss clear from Mr. Hobby, a rattle can one, thinned that with a bit of level and thinner, airbrushed it. Absolutely beautiful, much better finish, and that's what you can see here. In the video, it's the LP colour. In these pictures, it's the semi-gloss from Mr. Hobby. So much nicer colour. I hope to God I've kept that footage. I've just thought now I might delete it. We'll see when we come to the next video. So yeah, this has been drying now. We've got ready for part 2, which will be coming up very soon, but I'm going to start something else in the meantime, and I don't know why I do this to myself. You saw it in the pictures there. I've gone and bought this because, well, if you know me, I love P-51s. It's my favourite aircraft. I've built half a dozen in 48 scale, 1 or 2 in 72nd. I started at 32nd scale about 7 years ago. Never finished it for one reason or another. It's my favourite aircraft. I really want to try building an aircraft, and I was going to buy a 48 scale one, and I thought, just buy 32nd, get it done with. It's a wonderful kit, and I chose to go with the later F-51 from Korea. So that's only one from Pursuit escort aircraft to fighters. I think they were rallied into action because the US were having trouble getting the jets on the runways back, so they were brought kind of back into fruition. I think they were. And yeah, what a wonderful aircraft. And that box art is the one I'm going to do. I got the aftermarket bits, so we'll jump over to the bench. We'll have a quick look through the box. I'm not reviewing the whole thing because there's a review of the P-51D on the channel from about 7 years ago, if you go back, where I'll look at all the parts. We're just going to have a very quick look through the box. Got a little bit of aftermarket, a few books for it as well. And I hope we can get this done. And yes, it's going to be a video build because what did I say at the beginning of the year? I was going to video build everything. So yes, that's it. So now my buddy John, who's a great guy, I've known for a long time. He's absolutely crazy. This is John. Picture says it all. He's joining in with me. He recommended a buddy build. I'm up for that. He's doing the P-51DK as a photo recon, which is very interesting as well. So I'm hoping the buddy build will spur me along. John's a great guy. Very similar sense of humour to me, which isn't always good, to be honest. But anyway, yeah, so hopefully we both get them done, and John will spur me along, and we can get through this build, because I really want to build this. So there's going to be a video build series. How in depth, I don't know, because if I do this stage by stage, we're going to be here forever, because these are very complex kits. So I'm going to play it by ear for now, how we're going to do this. But yeah, I'll have this on the go and a car on the go at the same time, so I can stop and come back as and when I want. Why I do these things, I don't know, but it's a wonderful kit and just a phenomenal looking aircraft. So yeah, let's go to the bench, let's have a look through the box, and let's see what I'm going to do to myself. Right then, let's have a little look through the box of this Tamiya 32nd scale F51D Mustang. So this is the newest box of this. It's a phenomenal kit. As I say, it's my dream aircraft, my dream kit, and I've got to get this built. I really do. Beautiful boxing. You get 3 schemes there. You get the box art one, and then these 2 as well, which look fantastic. And then on the other side, there's a few pictures of the engine, cockpit, how you can display it on its stand, and some of the photo etch included in the kit. And like I say, I'm not going to go through this whole thing, because I have a review of this on the channel in its D variant. So if you want to see it all, you can go on through. We're going to have a very quick look through at everything in here, and I mean very, very quick, and just whiz through some of the parts. So typical Tamiya quality, it's flawless. It really is. I'm not getting them out of the bags. You'll see this as it's built. Like I say, you want to see the review. The fine riveting detail on the kit is phenomenal. I'll leave a link to the review in the description of the video, so you can go watch a proper review of it. It's an older review, but I think it still covers it pretty well. But typical Tamiya quality, you can't fault it. A few different sprues in here. We've got the rocket, and there's different drop tanks as well. A few differences to the D and the K variant, which make this the F51. But assembly, it's a pretty complex kit. It really is quite a complex build, but it is what it is, and there's plenty of moving parts. Parts we can change. You get a pilot figure, you get a stand-in figure as well. Really, really nice additions. Like I say, it's not really an in-box review. It's just a quick look. We got a couple of different props. There's all our interior parts and the radiator intakes, engine parts, gun belts, so on and so forth. Lots and lots of different bits and bobs in there. Comes with a stand as well, which is a really nice touch should you want to have it in flight. And like I say, lots and lots and lots of plastic that we're not going to do because it'll turn into a 45-minute review. And as I say, I've already got one on the channel. So what is of interest are these parts. So these are the removable cowlings for the engine. They are ultra thin plastic, and I mean ultra thin. And these are mounted with metallic parts inside and magnets hold it onto the fuselage. And they do fit quite well. They did in my other one. You also get a little box of tricks in here as well, which has 3 different canopies. Because that's one of the subtle differences in the P51 is its canopies. We get a nice clear sprue. Tamiya's iconic red screwdrivers, some polycaps, more polycaps, rubber tires which we're going to replace. Some pins for the movable parts, screws, magnets, all in there, and some of Tamiya's steel photo etch, which I'm not really a fan of, but it'll work, and it works well for the magnets as well. So all nicely kept in a little protective box, which is a nice touch. So we'll pop those in there. As I say, as we go through the build, we'll see some of these bits and bobs. Bits and bobs, it's the word of the day, that, isn't it? As we go through. So if we get some of the other bits and bobs that we've got, we can have a look through some of the instructions quickly, and we can have a look at some of the aftermarket. So aftermarket wise, let me get my lamp on. There we are. We've got some res kit resin wheels and tyres, which are lovely. So they're getting added. They're a much better addition than the rubber tyres, and the wheels are stunning as well. So they're nice. We've also added some HGW fabric belts. Not a fan of the steel PE ones. You need to anneal them, and it's a fine line, as me and John were discussing yesterday, between annealing them and them going pop, see ya, and they vanish. So yeah, these HGW belts, I've used them many, many times. They're good. We've got some Edward masks because for some reason, even today, Tamiya Infinite Wisdom doesn't give you proper cut masks. It just gives you ones you've got to cut out yourself, which is very, very daft. Decals, and these are the weak point of the kit. These are all the stencils and markings. These can give you a bit of trouble. Hopefully these are Tamiya's newer style, because they've not been too bad lately. But lots of markings, lots of stencils to go on as well. So hopefully they won't give us any issues. And then the main markings as well, including that awesome shark mouth, which is definitely the one we're doing. FF943, which Gary very kindly found me a picture of. If I remember, I'll pop it up. That's the actual aircraft there. We've also got the name placard for the stand as well. Nice little touch in a metallic decal. And then the Mass 7 Tamiya, which you have to cut out yourself. Crazy. Tamiya, get rid of your staples. I hate your staples. And sort these masks set out, hey. Nobody wants to be cutting them out, not in this day and age. You could easily include those in a kit that costs £120, like this one did. You also get a colour reference little book, so some info on the aircraft in Japanese and English. can have a read through that if you want. There should be some reference pictures in here. There's some key points of the aircraft to read and look at as well. Differences in the wing profiles, the tail fins, dorsal fin, drop tanks, all the different Mustangs, all the variants, leading all the way up to the F51D. And then some reference photos too, which are good, but I wish they were a little bit bigger. I really do. They look so much better if they were a tad bigger. But again, nice little thing to get. And a handy little reference. Instruction book. And something I was discussing with John. John's got the K variant in this, and he gets like an A5, or whatever that is, A3, whatever the hell, of his. For me, this is like A1. Huge. So I've got the full layout of the box art one, which looks absolutely beautiful. So we're going to go with AS12. Tammy's rattle can decanted. We'll use a semi-gloss or a matte black for the anti-glare strip. Some steel around the exhausts. The yellow, not totally decided on yet. But that's the one we're going to do. So a lovely full colour layout there. And then on the back, I've also got the call out for the other two, which John's doesn't have, which is a bit silly. So Tammy's obviously thought in the later kit to include these. So why not include them in the later ones? But they're all beautiful schemes. I do like this Carry-On. I do like the blue on it. Blue-white spinner and the blue tip. But you can't beat a shark mouth, can you? You really can't. I'm sorry if this is loud on the mic. By the way, that sound like Rolf Harris. Oh, hang on, that's a sore subject. Let's leave him alone. You can't beat a shark mouth. So I think it's got to be this. I built this many, many moons ago on 40A scale. If I can find it, I'll stick a pic up. Many, many moons ago as a present for a friend. So it's nice to revisit it at 32nd scale. So yeah, really nice big call out there, and that'll probably get stuck on the wall at some point when we're done. And then the instructions, wonderful box art, lovely, absolutely lovely drawing that one. Really do like that. And then when I was saying a complex build, as you can see, we are on a 34-page instruction book with 74 steps along the way, and these are quite in depth. So we've got some information about the Mustang there, several different languages. We've got Japanese, German, English, about the HVR rockets, so on and so forth. All sorts of different info there as well. Your normal recommendations, painting, paint required as well, which we're going to deal with as we go. I've got an AK wheel colour set coming for the interior. And then stuff, like don't super glue your eyelids closed, or, chug beer through the exhaust. I don't know, there's just a lot of crap in it there, isn't there? Different marking options, so they're all labelled A, B and C, so make sure you pay attention to which one you're doing, because it will become apparent as you go. And then we start assembly with that beautiful engine. I've built this, I got this far in the last one. So yeah, lots to do. It seriously is a lot of work. And this is where I'm saying about the video build, how in depth I'm going to go, I don't know. So yeah, we're going to deal with that as and when we go through. But yeah, pretty standard assembly. There's just a lot of work to do. The beautiful cockpit goes together. You've got the magnet placement here and there, photo etch placement here and there. It's just a wondrous kit. The tail works, so that moves around with those bars that we saw earlier and some photo etch parts. The elevators work, ailerons work. So it's a pretty complex kit. The landing gear rear tail wheel, you can switch it out for closed or open. That's held in by a magnet, so you can go for it deployed or closed up if you want it in flight. See, little plates there, hold it in place. And same with all the front gear as well. You can switch it out and have it in flight. We've got our 50 cal machine guns there as well. 6 of them, very, very formidable aircraft. Yeah, so it's a complex build. There's quite a lot in there. It certainly keeps us busy for a little bit. But yeah, we're going to see how we get on and how far we can get through. So you got drop tanks, the napalm bomb, the rockets, all the mounts, the props, masking the canopy, so on and so forth, the removable panels. Yes, there's a lot to do, and obviously this is the difference between having it in flight or on the ground. So, yeah, paint your figures, sprue layout. You can see quite a few sprues in here. So yeah, wish me luck, and we'll see how we get on. So as you can see, plenty in that box to keep me busy. What the hell I'm doing, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, there we are. On the subject of builds, the snow speeder. That has been mentioned in the past 1 or 2 times. You'll never see me build. I've been pestered that much about it, quite often in a joking way. I've sold it. It's gone. New owner, Adam's bought it from me. And yeah, you'll never see me build a snow speeder. So for all those that have said it in jest, you forced me to move it on. So we're not going to build one. So there we are. That's that done. Next up, right. Well, I'm looking at Aquarium in a minute. Last time we looked, if you saw, we had some new fish in there. And we've added more. So we'll have a look at that in a second. Just had a water change, so the water's not as crystal clear as always. But we'll certainly have a look in a minute. Couple of chats first before we go over there. Number one, live show. We've got a few new crew members. Something I thought about doing for a while now. Obviously, we can have 50 odd people on that Zoom call. I don't want 50 people on the live show, but we can have a lot of people in there. And I've added some people who've pretty new to us, really. Well, 1 or 2 of them are. But they're great guys, and I think they're going to bring different things along with what they're doing. So, first of all, we've got Roland Hewitt. Hope that's how I say your surname, Roland, because I've never ever said that before. Roland lives in South Africa. He's of German heritage, and he's a cracking bloke, a good laugh, and a very, very talented modeler as well. So Roland's going to be joining us as well. He can help us with our German pronunciations, which will be infinitely useful, definitely. We've got Mr. Dan Croak, who's joining us as well. You can go to the Dan Cave, that's Dan's channel. Dan's from Ireland. So, yeah, less said about that, the better. I'm only joking. So Dan's a cracking bloke. He's got an epic beard, absolutely superb beard. And, yeah, go check out Dan's channel. He builds all sorts of stuff, so that'll keep you interested. And last but not least, we've got Mr. Luke Ward joining us as well. Luke's going to be the young guy of the group. He's in his late 20s, but he's big into his cars and bikes. I think he's seeing the dark side of a bit of armour and aircraft, maybe, possibly. But he's big into 3D print at the minute. He's definitely as hooked as Dan is, our own Dan Scattergood. And he's been printing some wicked things lately. So, yeah, Dan's going to bring... They're all going to bring something different to the table. So, we're hoping it'll add a bit of rejuvenation to the live show, because I've noticed it, and maybe you guys out there have. Sorry, I've got a tickle in my throat. We get a little bit stale, which it does from time to time. It does need to kick up the arse. So we've brought back in some more interviews. We did Luke a few weeks back. Dan's getting done this Friday. Roland's getting done a week Friday. So all the new guys, you'll get to know them. And we'll try and keep that going. And also, let me see, not this week, next week. That's hard to explain. The week after Dan's interview, we're doing a Charles Speed build, and we've all bought, I think most of us have bought 1144 Revell Tomcats. So we build those in 2 hours. They'll look atrocious, but it's a good fun, it's a good laugh. And we just want to add a bit more content, because it does get a little bit stale from time to time. We've been doing the live show for nearly 5 years now, and it's a long time. And my biggest concern overall is just how fast they come round. We're doing the Sunday and Wednesdays. It's just there before you know it. And my biggest concern, I'm going to get a bit personal about myself, is anxiety. If I'm going to do anything through the day, it has to be done in the morning. Because if I have to sit and dwell about it all day, it just kills my anxiety. It's through the roof. With the Friday show being late evening, all day long, I'm waiting for that, and it builds up my anxiety, so I don't look forward to it. Once we're live, I'm normally okay. But it just kind of ruins the whole thing sometimes for me. So I just need a little bit of, get my head around that. The Sundays and the Wednesdays are great. I think you might notice I'm a little bit more chipper on a Sunday and a Wednesday, because it's early in the morning. I know it's done. We're there. I'm happy. And away we go. But it doesn't detract from the fact that I enjoy doing the Fridays, because I do. I really do. It's the anticipation to doing it. And if you suffer from anxiety or whatever, you'll understand what I mean totally with that one. Right, okay, last but not least, I finally rolled over 4,000 followers on my Paul ISM page. At last, fantastic. 8 years in the making, but it's only really been properly used in the last 2-3 years. Thanks everyone that's followed me and supported me. If you've watched the channel, you're interested in my work, all my work goes on there before you see it on here, before you see it in videos. The link's in the description down below. Paul underscore ISM, I think it is, or dash ISM. ISM's International Scale Modeler, it's not Paulism. Head on over there and follow the page, and you'll get up to date records of everything I'm doing and purchases and what have you. Yeah. And as always, a big thank you to everybody that watches all the videos, leaves comments, thumbs ups, even thumbs downs. Thank you all. I know I don't reply to them. This is getting like a broken record now, but I do feel bad for not replying to everybody. It just takes too much time to do. But I do heart all the comments to show that I have read them. And I do read every single one and appreciate every bit of feedback I get. And you're all very kind and you're really great. And my followers and viewers, thank you very much. And yeah, these builds, well, they're for you, really. I wouldn't do them if you weren't watching. I could save so much time and get so much more modelling done without the videos that they are for you out there, really. Yeah, so thank you all for watching. And long when we continue to make videos. You're going to have to help me spur me along with this Mustang, though. You really are. Right, let's go and have a quick look at the aquarium. Because I know some of you love to look at this. Some of you are probably like, oh, Jesus Christ, not again. Because we have got a few inhabitants in there. And they are showing some strange activity in there today. So hopefully we may get a bit of spawning on the go. So I'll put the camera on them, have a look, and I'll come back and make some final thoughts. So there we are. So yeah, like I say, we had 10 white cloud mountain minnows, some beautiful thick fish. And then when we went back, we got some smaller ones. But I am feeding them up every day to get them nice and big. And they are showing some activity of maybe spawning. I don't know. It'd be good if they did. Shrimp are doing well. The tank's doing great. Like I said, I'd give it a quick water change before we did this. So it does look a little bit not as clear as usual. But yeah, it's looking good. The power head's gone out of there. We've removed the CO2. So we are literally, natural. No filter, no water movement. All it gets is an occasional water change. And we add some fertilizer in there from time to time. And basically feeding the fish and the shrimp leaves decaying food in there, which rots and turns into ammonia and goes through the nitrogen cycle, as does the waste off the fish. The plants feed on that. When they feed off that, they photosynthesize, they filter the water, they oxygenate the water, and it's its own little ecosystem that's been working now for 18 months. I started that in September 2019, I think it was. And it's gone from strength to strength. The plant growth is immense. Some of the plants from the front have come to from the back have come to the front. But I kind of let it do its things and just trim it from time to time. Everybody seems happy. And yeah, they're all having great fun. Right then, that's me waffled on for plenty today. You got 26 minutes of me like this, and then probably another, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes of me waffling about crap on the bench. So if you're stuck this far, thank you very much. Leave a comment in the chat and put, I don't know, a funny word at the end of your comments. Pick a funny word. A word that sounds funny or dirty but isn't quite dirty. Let's see what devious minds can think of there. Like flange. Flange is a dodgy word. And gusset's not a nice word either. Yeah. So let's see how many flanges and gussets we can get in the chat. I get a regret saying that, aren't I? I am. But yeah, that's us done today. I'm going to get this video all done and uploaded. It's currently 11 in the morning. So it's going to be like 1 o'clock in the afternoon by the time I've edited it all. And then I plan to make a start on the Mustang. Family's out today. James and Hannah are off to the cinema. James is an inset day today off school. So they're making the most of it, being a bit quieter, and they're off to the cinema with Hannah's mum. So hopefully they'll have a good day, and I can get a few hours undisturbed in here this afternoon. Thanks for watching, everybody. As always, go check out International Scale Modeler Facebook page and forum, umpretail.com, where you can get all of our products from. Original products, not rip-off crap from other companies that unscrupulously copy our stuff. Check out my Paul ISM page as well on Facebook and Instagram. And check out the Live at the Bench page and the Off Air Hangout group as well to come and join us. And check out the other guy's channel as well. So you've got Luke Carswell at Black Rifle Model Works. We've got Dan Croak at the Dan Cave. We've got Luke Ward at Scale Motor. And that's it, off the top of my head. They're the only guys who joined us on the live show with channels, I think. Probably forgetting somebody here, being silly. No, I'm not. I'm not at all. And of course, make sure you sub to the channel, give a thumbs up, and leave a comment. I do appreciate all your comments, as always. So catch you all later. Have a good day. Take care. Bye-bye.